Camille. Teamfight utility there as Blank's launching in mid lane.
No level 6 here for Faker, but he's going to be able to butt heads. Here comes Ambition, maybe able to lock down Blank, but Crown taking a little bit too much damage.
As the game goes on.
Speaking of a fight, he's trying to alley-oop him over to Blank, but they're turning this one around. Faker trying to flash away. That low karma, though, is going to go down. First blood going over to Blank in the jungle. Now with the red buff ticking onto Ambition, trying to get him down low here, but not quite enough. Will go for one more. Does get it. Forces that flash away.
Oh!
Ezreal ultimate coming on in. Making things interesting. Tal with a fantastic roam from top lane.
Taken down. Red buff for the laning phase will help Tal. Here's the replay. This is really well set up by SKT. As they wombo in, the elastic slingshot damage doesn't register, so Crown doesn't die instantly. They are able to take down the Karma early in the piece. Very late roam coming from both the support and the top laner, but it was the greed of Ambition who could have just backed away, gone straight down mid lane after flashing. Instead, chose to walk up. Gets assassinated by Tal, who's kind of happy that he missed the hero's verdict there.
Yeah.
Keeper's verdict, I should say.
Control ward in position. All the feathers haven't left down, but look at this. Blank trying to go for the kidnap, and the flash gets off just in time, but the zoning effect is there. They're going to get the kill, and going for the dunk here, going to get two. Is Faker on top of them. Ambition just trying to disengage. Blank still alive in a fantastic monsoon there. From the Janna, Faker able to follow up now onto the kill, and Crown in a lot of trouble here. No flash left available. He should go down here. One more will do it. A double kill over to Faker as well, making it 4-0, 2 Infernals.
Second to most of the objectives, and that's the reality of Ambition in the jungle, but this is the reality of Blank suddenly being a lot more clutch in his early game decision making.
It's fantastic to see. It's not just Blank, but then you take a look at Faker's plays overall. I feel like Faker and Blank, they're just kind of holding hands together and high-fiving as they take down member after member. Just this combo has been so fantastic. Effort having a good game on the Janna as well. Really got to give him props. Really good monsoon positioning and tornadoes.
Completely take over. It's nice outplay.
Oh boy, just totally missing that one. And there it is. The second Q comes in. Cube getting that solo kill. Now Ruler might be in some trouble here. Has to flash. Look at that. David Faker gets everybody into the team. A huge play that should amount in a bunch of kills here. Gonna get one, and now Core JJ pretty trapped on the end of it. The Blade Caller helps out. Faker picks up another kill on the back of it.
They're taking over the Baron pit. They're starting up the Baron.
This is going to be incredibly fast. They got double Infernal. The TP comes in first from Tal. It's going to be up to Ambition, but he's already locked down between these two. Can they even pick up the kill here? They're going to force his flash away, but a very easy Baron going over to SKT at 22 minutes into the game.
What a big play on the top side. On the bot side, you can say the same thing. Juve picks up his Camille, and we already mentioned that team fights will be a struggle for him with all the disengage. If you can outplay like this in the 1v1, maybe the 4-1 composition can take over. Seems unlikely, as Baron is usually the great answer for something like a 4-1. On the other side of the map, cleanse, flash, onto 3. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't instantly kill all 3. They get the value they want with Blank getting a secondary engage. If this is the SKT that we saw with Blossom that hasn't been there with Blank previously, they're putting it all together. A different build, but a big one is looking for the dive here.
Yep, just looking to zone him out as Tornado comes in after the Zac jumping in, but bang! He's beginning to pop off here saying, come at me, boys, I can just handle all of you. Soon, we are going to have the Baron started up, and this is what we talked about. Double Infernal and the Mountain with just a Azir damage, basically. That's going to be it. The Baron goes over. Here we go. Effort going to use his now, and the real push begins. As the Karma damage is laughable at this point. One empowered Q, and it doesn't do anything, even to the backline that still survives. And Siege tank getting to work here. Everybody protecting it. That should be an inhibitor going down in just a second. Trying to engage here onto Ambition. Look at that Faker damage. Unbelievable at this point. Ambition just throwing out the desperation ultimate saying, please, don't hurt me. Couple of mistakes. And micro ones at that, not big ones. And, well, we're going to begin pushing in once again. They even have that Sun Turret, Sand Turret coming up behind them. Shorten that lane and give them a little bit of presence if KSV wanted to engage, which they absolutely cannot at this point. Bang! He's going 1v5 at this point. Obviously with the help of the Janna of the Raptor camp. He's gonna spot a bunch of them up here. Trying to get out to Bang. They are gonna get out to him. He does get the Featherstorm out there just in time. The Windians getting the word at the top lane saying, if you want to fight us, we'll just delay and eventually that turret should go down.
KSV got a lot of value out of that ward. They don't have one here though, so Zach's not spotted.
Just endless action in the back line. Juve goes down now and Ambition stop watching. Just having a little bit of fun because there's no way that he can get out of there. As Blank now trying to acquire some more targets. He's going to get one. This should be the end of the game. Another person goes down. Core JJ, the only one that's left, and they're going to give that kill over to Faker. Definitely very well deserved, but 36 minutes is all it's going to take. Medium length game here. SKT looking clean as hell as they take game number 1.
And clean is a word we haven't been able to use to describe SKT all season. They have been far from clean. Even when they went on a winning streak with Blossom, it was aggression, not this clean play that the fans have been used to in the past. So with this lineup, Tal in the top lane, Effort in the bot lane. So 2 rookies for SKT at least. And when it comes to the top level of play, Tal was only playing in Challenger over in Europe. To have this level of performance seems to be they've spent a lot of time working out how to reintegrate Effort. And the fact that the shot calling didn't take a noticeable drop down, in fact got better, is a really good sign. I think Blank was the biggest difference on their previous series. A really big step up from him. He controlled the game, both in vision control, in tankiness. He was the rich man's Ambition that honestly Ambition had represented compared to Blank in previous series. And KSV are kind of looking like a thunderstorm just went above their heads and just blew them away because they weren't in this game for more than about 5 to 10 minutes.
Very true. Ambition, the one who looks the saddest, certainly was a bit behind the 8 ball when it came to...